Alright, back at the storage unit, we're picking up the TTR230 today, and then the Honda Foreman back there. And take that to the land, and take both of them. We'll see how this one rides today. If you guys remember last video, we got this thing fixed. The starter was locked up on it, so we fixed the starter, and then the flywheel, the one-way bearing was sheared off the flywheel, so we fixed that as well. And then I actually got the new carburetor boot on there. That was all cracked, so I replaced that, and she fires up and runs good. So we're gonna go test drive this thing and see how she runs. I've heard the TTR230s are like the worst bike, so we will see. There's no kickstart on it, which really sucks. Alright, got her loaded. Got the other plastic piece in the truck, so we can put that on there, but needs a good pressure washing for sure. I think it's pretty dirty. As you guys know, last video we got this thing to start after the starter failed. The starter was completely in pieces when we took the starter apart, and we found out that the culprit of why the starter was broke is because the one-way bearing on the flywheel came off and it sheared all the bolts. So we had to dig those bolts out, we had to tap into them and then try to spin them out. I actually drilled out 2 of them and then got one out with an easy out. And then we basically put it back together and got it to start up. We also cleaned out the carburetor because that was a little bit dirty as well. And then last video we got to start up, but it was revving pretty high, so I ordered a new boot up. Right here is the boot for it. That's brand new. Ordered that off of Amazon. We installed that, and now it fires up here. So turn it on. You can see it light up. Pull the choke out like that, and then choke is off now. And when you rev it, see how it kind of backfires a little bit? Kind of revs inconsistently. There's a little chatter in the top end. It overall idles nicely. So I think the valves need to be adjusted. I think I'm hearing them clack up there, so there's probably a little bit of play. So I'm guessing those valves need to be adjusted. We have not tried to adjust those yet. To adjust these, the gas tank has to come off, the seat has to come off, and then the caps right here have to come off. So pretty easy. So let's try to adjust those and see if it runs a little bit better. Got access to valve cover right there for the intake and right there for the exhaust. Let's get those guys off. Alright, see how these are kind of stuck in the frame? You can't really get to them. What we're going to do is take one of these, take a wrench and just twist that out. All right. It's working. Take that out. So that one came out. We're gonna take our adjustable wrench. Oops. But we got her. Oil should be coming out of here. Yeah, that's getting some oil. That's good. Those are open. Not both of them. You can kind of hear it click. That one's open too much, I bet. But we're gonna go down below and get these two windows off, and we'll see if these valves are adjusted correctly. I have a feeling they're open too much. All right, so we're looking for, I believe it's a line for top dead center. We will see. All right, we found top dead center. See the line right there? That's top dead center. And at top dead center, the valves are open quite a bit. That one seems pretty good. The intake seems pretty, oh, this one's not even in there. Pretty loose. I think that's too much play. All right, so the specs on the intake are 0.003 inches, so we're way off there. That was really, really loose. Then on the exhaust is 0.006 inches, which we are a little bit loose there too. So we're gonna tighten those up and start her up and see if it runs a little bit better. At least it'll get rid of that ticking sound. All right, valves are adjusted perfectly to spec. Let's see if that ticking sound is gone, and maybe it will run better, but I'm guessing it might be a carburetor problem if it still sputters. Ticking sound is gone. It's running a little bit better. Sounds pretty good. That's not that bad. I think that's good enough. Time for a cleaning. Alright, time to pressure wash this bike. Do it from this side first. Looking pretty good. Alright, I got off all the old stickers on it and then I cleaned it up a little bit more. As you can see, it actually looks pretty good. So it's pretty clean, no rips in the seat at all. Pretty clean bike now. So this bike is completely done. Let's go take it for a test drive on the new Land. See how she handles. I've heard these bikes are rough. We will see. Alright, made it to the Land. Looks like the soybeans are doing pretty good. Growing pretty good. My trail, last time we cut it, it was really short. Now it's all growing up again. You can kind of see the trail, but a lot of it grew up, so we're gonna have to do some cutting today as well. Cut a couple more paths. Hopefully all my trails are still good. Back here. I'll take a look when we get back here. Pulled up, look at all the turkey back here. I haven't been here since I cut last, so I was hoping nobody was gonna steal my mower here, and it looks like it's still here, so that's awesome. Ooh, a little water right there. Yeah, it looks like the tarp held up. We brought the Foreman today. And then we've got the TTR230. Gonna do a little trail riding. See how it goes. See if this thing can rip. Alright, we got the bike unloaded here. We're gonna go check out the new trails. So if you guys remember last cutting video, I haven't been here since that day because we were moving. But we made all new trails in that wooded area up on the hill. So we're gonna go ride those, see if they're still cleared out. And then we made a couple new ones back in the woods over there. So we'll go check them out, see if they're still rideable. But let's get this thing fired up. Let this thing warm up for a bit. Pretty cold-blooded. Will the Foreman start up today? Let's see here. Oh yeah. We had to fix this gas problem last time on this thing. Turn the choke off. Idling nice now. Oh yeah, I had to ride it with the choke on for a little bit, but then finally it warmed up and then took the choke off and it still runs good. So I think we're good to go. Let's get the GoPro on and take her for a little rip down there. Check out all the new trails. All right, here we go. First ride on the TTR230. Actually, first ride ever on a TTR230. In the past, I've always seen these bikes and I always thought they were kind of crappy, so I never bought them. But this one was cheap enough. I think it was like 1,300 bucks I paid for it. So I figured, why not pick it up, give it a shot, do a test drive, and I'll share my thoughts on what I think about it compared to other dirt bikes. But one thing I do like on this one is the electric start. I do wish it had a kickstart as well, but as long as that electric start's working, you don't have a problem. Go check out down here first. It's one of the trails we made. Still pretty clear through here. Ouch. Oh, look at this. Something broke off that tree right here. That wasn't me. Huh. Hopefully there's not a bear back here. I'd be gunning this thing. That trail's pretty clear still. That's good. Right here, there's a couple thorns sticking out that I got snagged on. Ouch. That kills. Ouch. I'm gonna have to cut that. And then if we go down here, another trail. Looks like it's still cut. Whew. Bike is running good. It's not that bad of a bike. It's heavy, very heavy. I can tell it's heavy. Let's go check out the trails over here. We'll go around over here first. I'm gonna go slow through here. I haven't been on these paths. I think there's one up there I made. We'll check that one out later. We'll go all the way around first. I think I can go all the way around. I think I cut one over here. Maybe I didn't. Oh, there it is. Just past it. Here, little hill climb. what it's like through here. Looks like a balloon. Comes around over here. And all the way down. Seeing if there's any rocks or anything to look out for. A little bumpy right there. There's a rock. And that comes all the way down. It can cruise all the way back to the truck. So that path is clear. Let's go hit up another one. I think this is one right here. Definitely needs to be cut again. That tree is kind of in the way. And then back to the main trail. Back to the truck. Alright, first ride on this thing is officially done, and went really well. It's actually not as bad as people say. So it's a little heavier, a little bit slower. It kind of feels like an XR 250. It just kind of, I don't know, it doesn't have that like that instant pickup like the CRF 250s, but you know, it's not horrible. For trails and stuff, it's a little heavy. I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, it's fine for a cheap bike. The brakes are fine. I mean, everything on it is just fine. It is an old bike, so that could be the reason. But the trails were really nice. So you can see we made one all the way that goes all the way around that little woods area. We made a couple through it, and now I want to try to take the four-wheeler and the mower and make a couple new ones. So we made that one all the way back there as well. So I want to try and make some through the woods here, see if we can clear a path, and see if we can find a way to come out through here and go all the way down. That looks pretty good. Doesn't look like any of the wiring was chewed, I don't think. Alright, let's get some gas in this thing. Alright, so last time in the comments, you guys said I was running this on choke the whole time. So this time, we're going to make sure we don't do that. So all the way up is choke. I guess you can feel where it becomes choke right there, I think. That must be choke right there. Alright, so we've got the main path right here. I want to cut into this one right here. You can see the path down here. So I'd like to cut all this stuff away, all this purple flower stuff. So I might go in there, turn around, come back, and do a route through there for one of the paths. So let's get this thing fired up here. There's a big rock down here somewhere too. There's a big rock right there. There's the path there. Go through here. Dead tree in the way. Alright, we're coming off of the path with the jump on it right here, and we're going into the woods. So we're going straight in here. We'll see how far back we can go without stopping. And then we'll turn around, but there's a big tree in the way right now, so let's get that out of the way and then keep cutting. Alright, we started right here and we made it all the way over here. So we went through here. This is the trail. Right through the woods. Up this big berm thing. Down over into here. Made it quite a ways. And then back over into here. Now we're getting deep into the woods. So here I am. Pretty stuck right here. So, look at that big rock. We're going uphill and through all these trees. So we gotta clear out a tree in here, and then hopefully we can make it the rest of the way. We're aborting mission going this way. We're gonna try to go through right here. It's all super heavy brush, but I think we can get through it. This is like big trees over here. So if we can get right through there and out to the open path, I think we'll have a good path here. Alright, we got this path made. Let me show you what this mower can do. Look at this stuff it's taking out. These are like 3-inch logs. This stuff easy. Look at through here. This was completely dense, just like this with these trees and stuff in it. Look at this. Taking out those things like nothing. This is all dirt right here. Look at this. That's 3-inch easily. This one's almost 4 inches. Look at that sucker. Took that thing out. I went through here, and then we made it all the way through. So that's a nice path. That was a tough one. It stopped 3 times, but finally made it. Oh, look at all the ants. Big ant hill we went over. Yeah, that's back to the field here. So, pretty good trail made through here. I'll have to keep cutting it. Every time we cut it, it'll get better. And then I want to get some branches out of the way that are just sticking out. Like that kind of stuff. Alright, that's enough cutting for today. We made that one trail that took about an hour to do. And this stuff is pretty dense. I'm gonna have to bring the chainsaw and cut down some trees all the way to the dirt to make that trail. But those are all grown up pine trees, and it's kind of hard to cut between. So the other trail that I wanted to make was along the tree line over there. We have to wait for the farmer to get out of here before we can do that. And then I want to make a track like right here. So that's the plan for that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try and make trails throughout the whole woods, so we've got nice trail riding. But let's go hit up the trail we just made with the GoPro and go check her out. Alright, let's go check out that new trail. If I can continue to make some new trails every time I come over to the land, I think we're going to be in good shape for when we build the track. Because I really want a mix, you know, of wooded trail riding and open riding, which are these big paths along the field, and then like a track with a couple jumps and stuff like that. So I think we've got pretty much everything, which is nice. Good little mix. But let's see how the new trail is. It's gonna be a little rough, I bet. Let's see. Ooh, the seat's hot in this thing. Oh man, is it hot. Let this thing warm up for a little bit. Go through here to check it out. Oh. Shut off on me. I had the choke on. Alright, here we go. Alright, instead of going this way, we're going to go to the right. A little curvy. Definitely a curvy trail. It's the only way I can make it though. Definitely need some of these branches out of the way. Oh. Once we clear it out a little bit more, it should be fine. But yeah, that's the new trail. Alright guys, well that wraps up today's video on the 2007 Yamaha TTR230. It was not as bad as I expected it to be, so it definitely surprised me. It's a pretty fun bike. I mean, you know, for a cheap bike to ride around trails, it's not bad. It's definitely not the worst trail bike I've ever ridden, so we can check that off the list as not the worst. But yeah, it's a decent bike. Runs good, drives good. We fixed it up nice, and I think this is going to be running for a long time, so pretty sweet little bike. Alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, stay tuned for next video, and until next time, we are out.